What's up, everybody? It's Maria Nova with another diary entry. Today, I'm gonna talk about something different. I know the last few entries, I was talking about my sex life because I was trying to find a fuck buddy. By the way, I'm like burnt out on that, and I couldn't find anybody that could stay consistent, so I'm kind of over it now. But anyway, when it comes to my TikTok page, if you follow me on TikTok, Life with Maria Nova, um, I feel like things have really slowed down on my page. I went from getting like, I will say at least like bare minimum 5 to 10,000 views a video effortlessly to now I'm struggling to get like 1,000 views, 1,000 likes. Um, and the last, few months I've changed up my content. I'm trying to diversify. I've started cooking. I've started, doing dating profiles, like reading crazy dating profiles or messages from men. And I've had a good bit of success with that. I think it has, giving me another stream of, different type of people to follow me. Um, but I also, want to keep it in perspective because I don't want it to take away from, my originality or what, what I really want to talk about on my page or like how the page started, like I was mainly talking about misogyny, being plus size, being a plus size black woman. And another thing that's been happening lately, the last month, I've had mutuals, people that follow me, or just people in my comments, talking over me, disagreeing with me. For example, I did this video on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and saying how people are so quick to say that he didn't do any of those things or that she's lying. And everybody was like, "Oh, I think you're biased because she's a woman. It's obvious that she's lying." I'm like, that's besides the point. Like I'm trying to paint the picture that we have to be careful when we call a woman who is claiming abuse a liar because that can affect women who are, going through abuse, regardless of whether she's doing it or not. But you get the picture. But I had a bunch of people arguing with me, saying the same arguments over and over again. And it's almost like, do I just need to dumb down my content, so people can grasp it better? Because sometimes I really do feel like I get a little bit too deep. And that's okay because we're all still learning, myself included. So sometimes, people they really just don't get it because they're not there yet. They haven't matured to that point in their, I guess, walk with intersectional feminism or womanism or whatever. Um but it gets really annoying. I've gotten to the point where, you know what, I'm just gonna stop fucking explaining myself. If you don't like it, unfollow me, bitch. I even had somebody, because I did a video about, men hitting women, because you know how men are always like, well, if you want equality, let us hit us. Anyway, I did a video about that. And somebody um came in my, like, one of my mutuals messaged me, and she was like, well, you say that you shouldn't be hitting anybody, so why did you say, when you spoke on the Will Smith incidents, why did you, say that you were on Will Smith's side? And I was like, what do you mean? And they was like, well, it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I have a lot of white people that follow me, and it's almost like they aren't able to tell the difference between something that is a black issue. Like it's almost like they aren't able to see things the way I see it. And of course, I explained to her I defend Will Smith because he was, number one, protecting a black woman, and that was a man hitting another man. So it didn't even fall under, that whole jurisdiction. But anyway, I blocked her because I felt she was being super rude. And then I had somebody a couple weeks after that, um, when Kevin Samuels passed, and I spoke on that, and y'all know how I feel about that situation. And they were like, well, I want to know how you feel about George Floyd. And I was so baffled. I was like, bitch, I know you're not saying what I think you're trying to say. But no, they were trying to compare George Floyd's murder to Kevin Samuels' death. And, I went off politely because, black women can't get too loud and rowdy on TikTok, else they'll take your video down. And of course, I asked her to unfollow me. But yeah, it's just been like a lot of crazy ass shit. But I'm gonna keep with it. I have started posting more heavily on Instagram. I must go ahead and make me a Facebook page because honestly, if I could get just 10% of my following that I have on TikTok on my other pages, I will stop using TikTok because it's full of bullshit at this point. And it's like, I read this article a couple weeks ago, and they were saying they're going to start paying people, ad dollars or ad revenue. And the criteria is so ridiculous. Your videos, first of all, have to be in the top 4 percentile, and you have to have at least 100,000 followers. So it's like, unless you're going like viral, there's no way that you're getting ad dollars. And then I highly doubt the ad dollars they're giving you are worth a damn. Meanwhile, the creators fund, I'm making like 20 cents a day. It's just crazy. Um, but anyway, uh, oh, another thing. I know I'm all over the place, but you know what? This is my diary. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to. I had an epiphany the other day. I was talking to my mom, and we were talking about, men and relationships, and it just dawned on me. I don't want to call my mom naive because, she's a grown woman. She's 50. She has, experience as a woman, but it dawned on me that I have more dating experience than my mother. Because my mom, when she got married when she was 21 to my dad was her only serious boyfriend. I don't really want to think about my parents' sex life, but let's just say he's her one and only. Uh, and then it also dawned on me that I have more sexual experience than my mother because I'm 28 currently. By the time my mom was my age, she had already been married for 7 years. Was working a full-time job, homeowner, taking care of a household. I think I was 4 or 5, and my baby brother was on the way. I just couldn't imagine that, you know. But yeah, it's crazy when you like get to that point. You're like, damn, how do we get here? How is it that I have more experience and more know-how when it comes to men and sex than you do? My mom's kind of a prude, by the way. Um, and I think I know why now because she doesn't have any experience. Like she doesn't know anybody other than my dad. Um, but anyway, I'm just gonna keep keeping on. Stay the course, stay true to myself as best as I can. Cause sometimes you gotta put on a mask, fake it till you make it. But I'm gonna try not to fake it as much. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.